Hey guys, subscribe for daily content. And if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I have absolutely no idea what is in this box. It was sent to me by somebody named Evan, so thank you very much, Evan. We're going to find out what's in there in just a moment. Thanks to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, let's find out what Evan sent. It's not a particularly heavy box. I know that's not really the right way to do that, but there's shipping info on the other side, so trying to be careful about that. And we have a pouch. Yes, of course we do. I would be a little bit concerned if there wasn't a pouch. Who sent this? Oh, so this is sorry. I just realized I remembered that somebody was sending a CKF. So Evan would be a viewer. This is a loaner. Thank you very much, Evan, for sending this in. I can't remember which CKF this is, but I think I have an idea. There's a note. Thank goodness. Man, my worst nightmare is I'm going to go back to the old days where I would not tell people to send notes and I would just receive boxes of knives with nothing, no information. Oh boy, AMC. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everybody's been asking me about this one. So these are available at NC Blade. The links I'll provide for NC Blade in the description are not affiliate links. They're just links to where this is going to be available, so you guys can check those out. Thank you very much. You got the return address on there. Very cool. I've carried and used it a few times. I haven't cut anything with it yet. Feel free to use it and carry as much as you like. Oh, okay. Awesome. Fantastic. So this, well, you guys know what it is because the card is peeking up there. Is EVO 4 or EVO T. I didn't realize the blade steel options were S90V, Damasteel, or Magna Core, which has to be like a San Mai Magna Cut. Very cool. Let's take a look here, folks. Ooh, we have that DLC. It's interesting that this is more of a flat DLC, right? I mean, it is shiny for sure, but not quite the same, super duper shiny DLC as the one that I have. But I do like the size. Absolutely. It is bigger than I thought it was going to be, I'll admit. So the reason that a lot of people ask me, why didn't you buy one? Because I thought this was going to be too small. Like, I looked at the specs and I thought, I don't know if I'm really... It is cool that this is S90V though. Like, that's awesome. Super nice blade geometry. You know what? I'm going to get my mine out. There it is. I'm sorry. I'm just incredibly blind. So this was the shiny DLC that they did for this group, right? Now, if you guys remember, if you're like me, there's nothing wrong with the flat. A lot of people say, I'd rather have the flat like this, less shiny. I got my finger in the way there. A lot of people would prefer not to have the shininess. Now, I remember seeing the pictures. Here's the size difference between the 3 and the 4, right? But I remember seeing the pictures of this, and I was like, and it looked like this. And I was like, well, I don't really want, just a flat black. And then people started getting them. They're like, whoa, this is like reflective. And I was like, God dang it, if I'd have known that, that's the version I would have got. So I sold my regular one and immediately turned around and bought one of these DLC ones from somebody selling one on the secondary market who I thought had a decent price on it. Yeah, I do like the size of this just because the knife is already like kind of a crazy knife. But this new one, the 4.0, is not nearly as small as I thought it was going to be. And I had no idea about the steel. I also don't know what Magna Core is. I assume it's like Damacore with Magna Cut as the core, right? Or it's a San Mai Damascus with Magna Cut as the core. That would make sense, right? I am going to carry and use this. I think the size is wonderful. And because of this choil area here, even with the knife being, let's measure it. The reason it works is because you have that gigantic choil area that's extending those ergonomic lines. So we have 7.5 inches, and the blade length is, wow, they still managed to squeeze a 3.5-inch blade in there. Cutting edge is about 3 1/8 though. But yeah, there's plenty of room for somebody like me, right? I like to poke fun at, you know, men who boast about having an XL glove size. Guys, I hate to burst your bubble, but you don't have big hands. I wear an XL glove, okay? And I can tell you without a doubt that that's pretty common. I'm not saying that your hands are small if your hands are smaller than mine. What I'm saying is if you or somebody you know is running around advertising that your hands are really big, you're going to have big, meaty hands to do hard work. You got regular hands. Sit down. That's Home Depot just selling your dumb face regular gloves. That's what they're doing, right? Don't let that Home Depot marketing trick you. You got regular hands, buddy. But now, you know, those of you, those guys who have to wear the 2XL or the 3XL, you got big hands. This might not work for you, right? But for me and the average person, this is going to be just fine. And I actually is very kind of, I got too excited with that Home Depot gag and spit all over this. Sorry, I'll make sure this is cleaned off before I send it back to you. But yeah, it's actually very comfortable. And I really like that the height of the blade is still kept. Like it doesn't look or feel like a small knife. I was just really worried. In my mind, this was like about here. And the blade was like maybe 20%, you know, smaller height ways. But it really doesn't feel like a small knife. I am truthfully kind of disappointed that they didn't do the same finish here, unless this finish is also offered and this is just like the regular finish. Let's see what the different options say that they are here. Handle tie/Zerk/CF/Timascus/Zerkatai. Okay, so titanium or zirconium or okay. So they do have a zirconium version. Is this can't be zirconium. It's way too light. There's no way. We'll just weigh it real quick. If this was zirconium, it would weigh way more than the big one. Let's see. So that weighs 4 ounces, right? Mine weighs 5.86. Okay. Yeah, this is cool. I can't wait to put it in my pocket. I appreciate you letting me use it here. I think that's great. The blade is absolutely set up for just absolutely insane slicing performance. In fact, I would venture to guess it'll make short work of this delicate piece of paper. Oh boy, yeah. That is just really, really, yeah, it's very, very controlled. Very cool. Okay. Much bigger fan of this than I thought. Did they keep the large fasteners? They did. Oh, big old fat pivot there, and at least T8, perhaps T10 for the handle screws. The same, it looks, as on this guy. Very cool. Okay. Well, I am a bigger fan of this. You can check these out at, what was it? NCC Blade? Is that what he said? I should probably clarify and look at the note. Or not NCC Blade, NC Blade. Yeah. NC Blade. Yep, that's where you're going to check those out. I'll have them linked down below. Thanks again to the gentleman who sent this in. That's going to be pretty much it today. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do, of course, have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.